Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, we'll be taking an in-depth look at the 2025 Kia Carnival SX Prestige Hybrid. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. As always, there's a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The Carnival is Kia's competitor to the Chrysler Pacifica, Toyota Sienna, and Honda Odyssey. While it is, by definition, a minivan, Kia prefers to think of it as a multi-purpose vehicle that stakes a claim between SUV and family hauler. Penned at Kia's California design studio, the Carnival wears a bold and boxy appearance and conveys the visual language found in the brand's recent and highly successful line of rugged utility vehicles. Inside, the 3-row 7 or 8-passenger MPV delivers a premium level of refinement, savvy technology, and flexibility. With best-in-class passenger room and best-in-class cargo room, there's enough space to accommodate people, playthings, or plywood depending on the day's errands or adventures. The Carnival is underpinned by the same third-generation N3 platform as the Sorento SUV and K5 sedan. When it was first launched for 2022, engineers made sure it was lighter, stronger, and quieter than the outgoing architecture of its predecessor, the Sedona. Highlights include an expanded use of hot-stamped parts and ultra-high-strength steel for increased average tensile strength and torsional stiffness that results in better driving dynamics. A greater application of sound-absorbing and insulating materials help minimize road, wind, and engine noise. Aerodynamic improvements to the wheels, front bumper, and mirrors were implemented in an effort to boost fuel efficiency. For 2025, the Carnival reaffirms itself as a trailblazer in the minivan segment. Commanding attention with an SUV-like design while offering up exceptional passenger and cargo space, the Carnival expands its versatility this year with an available turbo hybrid powertrain. Brimming with Kia's next generation of connected car technology, the Carnival steps into the digital age with connectivity and convenience at its core. Refresh styling this year embraces Kia's distinctive Opposites United design language and embodies a modern and bold appearance befitting of an SUV. Characterized by a grand and sculptural grille, the front fascia boasts a chiseled and assertive design, juxtaposed by intricate and high-tech details and cube-like headlamps that are accentuated by Kia's signature amber-colored star map daytime running lights. Around back, the Carnival looks more refined with smooth surfaces and clean lines. The license plate housing was repositioned at the lower part of the tailgate for a polished appearance, while the crisp contours of the star map taillights add depth to the rear. An available wide and contoured skid plate contrasts against the black cladding on the lower rear fascia to complete the exterior redesign. For those who are more keen on design, the Carnival Dark Edition gets darkened exterior elements including the roof rails, skid plates, C-pillar garnish, side door garnish, tailgate garnish, exterior side mirror covers, front grille, and wheels. For 2025, the Carnival is available in 5 trim levels, with base pricing including destination ranging between $38,235 and $52,335. The Carnival Hybrid is available in 4 trim levels, with base pricing including destination ranging between $42,235 and $54,335. The Carnival Hybrid SX Prestige we're checking out today is top of the line and includes all otherwise optional equipment as standard. 6 exterior colors are offered. Shown here is Ceramic Silver, which is one of the 3 $495 premium colors. The only additional option equipped on this example is the $265 carpeted floor mats. The total MSRP, including destination, is $55,095. Technical shapes extended the Carnival's available alloy wheel options ranging from 17 to 19 inches, which showcase an array of geometric shapes. Aerodynamic 17-inch wheels wrapped in 235/55 all-season tires are standard on the LXS. The EX and SX upgrade to 19-inch wheels. The SX Prestige wheels also span 19 inches, but their style is unique. All of the wheels are 7.5 inches wide. The 19-inch wheels are wrapped in 235/55 all-season tires. When it comes to brakes, all Carnival hybrids share the same setup: 12.8-inch discs at all four corners. The front discs are internally ventilated and have twin-piston calipers. The rear discs are solid and have single-piston calipers. The parking brake is electronically activated. The switch to manually toggle it on or off can be found in the center console, behind the gear selector. Four-wheel ABS is standard, along with electronic stability control, hill start assist, downhill brake control, and a selectable auto hold feature. With this setup, the Carnival Hybrid is able to stop from 60 miles an hour in about 118 feet, which is very competitive for the segment. The brakes are a bit touchy, but they exhibit good progressive feel and plenty of bite. When either the Eco or Smart modes are selected, a hybrid-specific electrification vehicle motion control system kicks in with the flick of the paddle shift levers on the back of the steering wheel to adjust the amount of regenerative braking with a 3-level deceleration control. The Carnival suspension is fully independent, featuring McPherson struts in front, a multi-link design in the rear, and gas-filled shocks. The handling is surprisingly tight, with responsive steering and excellent body control through corners. It's a comfortable ride overall, as you would expect, but it's not completely devoid of feeling either. The steering is a column-mounted motor-driven system that offers a surprisingly good feel, reminiscent of a traditional hydraulic-assisted setup. It's smooth, with variable assist based on your speed of travel, giving you greater precision at higher speeds and easier maneuverability at lower speeds. It can also be firmed up a touch when Sport mode is selected. It takes about 3 turns to go from lock to lock, and the ratio is 14.2 to 1. The turning diameter is 37.7 feet. Leather wrapping on the steering wheel is standard on all models except for the LXS. The upper spokes house multifunction controls for audio, telephone, cruise control, and more. Part of the 2025 updates include a new curved panoramic dual display with a 12.3-inch cluster and 12.3-inch infotainment display on the SX and SX Prestige, and a wide panel with 4.2-inch TFT and 12-inch screen on the LXS and EX. Both setups are elegantly integrated into one single panel for an ultra-modern appeal. With the more premium setup, you have a driver's information center where you can view trip and fuel economy information, tire pressures, and power distribution. The cluster theme can be set to change with the drive modes or set manually between 3 different graphic styles. In addition to the graphic styles, you can also change the gauge style between traditional circle gauges and a more simplistic style. Additional features of this instrument cluster include a selectable wiper lights display, icy road warning, and a pretty cool blind spot view monitor. The latter automatically pops up blind spot camera views within the cluster when you flip on a turn signal. The biggest piece of news for the 2025 Carnival is the newly available hybrid model. Performance in the standard Carnival still comes from a 3.5-liter V6 engine. It's built using aluminum for the block and heads, and it's naturally aspirated. The valve train consists of double overhead cams with 4 valves per cylinder and hydraulic lash adjusters. Fuel is delivered through a combination of direct and multi-port injection. The compression ratio is rated at 12.3 to 1. Using regular unleaded gasoline, the V6 is rated at 18 miles per gallon in the city and 26 miles per gallon on the highway, with an expected combined average of 21 miles per gallon. The V6 develops 287 horsepower at 6,400 RPM and 260 pound-feet of torque at 5,000 RPM, which allows the Carnival to hit 60 miles an hour in about 7.5 seconds. The V6 is paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission that sends power to the front wheels. On paper, the Carnival's performance in gas-only form seems pretty competitive to other offerings in this segment. Max towing with the V6 is 3,500 pounds braked and 1,000 pounds unbraked. Strengthening its position as a multi-purpose vehicle, the Carnival Hybrid is newly available for 2025. Joining the ranks of the hybrid-only Toyota Sienna and the available Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid. The Carnival's traditional hybrid setup, like the Sienna, doesn't have any all-electric range. It ditches the V6 in favor of a 1.6-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine that's paired with a 54-kilowatt permanent magnet synchronous electric motor and a 64 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery. The total combined system output is 242 horsepower and 271 pound-feet of torque. Power in this case is sent to the front wheels via a 6-speed automatic transmission. The interior layout of the hybrid, which I'll dive more into in just a moment, has the same basic layout as the non-hybrid, with one notable exception: the gear selector. Rather than a traditional shift lever, the hybrid has a dial that you twist left or right with the park button in the middle. Located in the same trim panel are buttons to change the drive mode and enable the parking brake and auto hold functions. The engine's construction is similar to the V6 in that it uses aluminum for the block and head and features double overhead cams, 4 valves per cylinder, and hydraulic lash adjusters. Fuel is delivered via direct injection only, and the compression ratio is 10.5 to 1. Compared to the V6, the hybrid is a little slower. Hitting 60 miles an hour from a standstill takes about 7.9 seconds. Unique hybrid performance upgrades further aim to boost performance and fuel economy overall, while also working towards a more comfortable ride. As I mentioned earlier, in Eco or Smart mode, electrification vehicle motion control kicks in with the flick of the paddle shift lever to adjust the amount of regenerative braking with a 3-level deceleration control. Smart mode more or less adapts the powertrain control system to your driving style. There's also a dedicated Sport mode for quicker response and a more dynamic feeling. Other features specific to the Carnival Hybrid include e-handling, which is designed to help improve vehicle responsiveness when entering and exiting a corner, e-ride that can help smooth out the action of going over bumps with specially tuned shocks, and e-evasive handling assist that is designed to help control a vehicle movement during emergency steering. Maximum towing capacity for the hybrid is 2,500 pounds braked and 1,000 pounds unbraked. When it comes to fuel economy, the hybrid returns an impressive 34 miles per gallon in the city and 31 miles per gallon on the highway. During my week of driving, I averaged 33 miles per gallon. While it's not class leading, it is still very good. Like the V6, this engine runs on regular 87 octane. Regardless of the powertrain, the Carnival has the same size fuel tank capacity of 19 gallons. Open the doors to the Carnival Hybrid to find a futuristic space designed with simple shapes and three-dimensional effects achieved through available ambient lighting spanning the width of the dashboard. Unchanged over the past several years is the Carnival's cavernous and flexible interior space for 7 or 8 passengers, maintaining its best-in-class 145.1 cubic feet of cargo room behind the first row. The horizontally aligned information and climate controls on the center fascia are minimalist by design, as is the spacious center console. At the forefront of the Carnival's tech, you have the new curved panoramic dual display. The SX Prestige has all of the bells and whistles, including genuine leather upholstery. Black upholstery is standard, but you also have the choice of deep navy and misty gray two-tone, which is available at no extra cost. Overall build quality is quite nice for this segment, with touches of satin chrome, gloss black, and satin dark gray trim finishers. The attention to detail with the upholstery and stitching give the interior a high-end look and feel. The front seats are very comfortable. They offer both heating and cooling. The driver's seat has 8-way power adjustments, with 4-way power lumbar. The passenger seat has the same adjustments minus the lumbar. The driver's seat also has an integrated memory system. The SX Prestige is the only trim to feature a heated steering wheel, which is manually adjustable for tilt and reach and wrapped in leather. A tri-zone automatic climate control system is standard on all trims and features auto defog and rear controls up in the headliner. The digital display in the dash beneath the infotainment system is a pretty neat feature, but it can get annoying at times as what should be pretty simple tasks now have an added degree of complexity. Other Kia models have adopted this little display as well, and my opinion on it really hasn't changed. You have to press an icon to switch between the infotainment and climate controls, and because there's no physical buttons like there were previously, sometimes it's a guessing game as to whether you're going to press the right thing the first time. Being that the temperature knob also doubles as the audio volume knob, if you don't have the display switched right, you may accidentally alter the wrong thing. Giving credit where it's due, the little display is highly responsive and works very well when you figure it out. Like I said, compared to the previous physical controls, this setup just adds a degree of complexity for the sake of modernity. The Carnival is the most recent Kia to offer the brand's next-generation, ultra-modern connected car navigation cockpit operating system. The advanced system processes faster and in higher fidelity, with frequently used quick controls conveniently accessible with the swipe on the screen. As part of the new system, the Carnival is now equipped to receive over-the-air updates. Bright white LED interior lighting can be found throughout the cabin. There's even built-in lights within the seatbelt buckles so you can see them easier at night. 7 standard USB-C ports conveniently located throughout the cabin can help mobile devices stay charged for passengers in all 3 rows, while 2 power outlets and 2 115-volt inverters serve as additional power sources. A wireless phone charger is standard on all trims except for the LXS. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard on all trims. Additional media includes your standard AM, FM, HD radio, satellite radio, Bluetooth streaming, as well as auxiliary and USB inputs. You also have an expanded Sounds of Nature ambient system, which now offers 10 different soundscapes. A Wi-Fi hotspot is included on all trims. The SX Prestige comes with an exclusive 12-speaker Bose surround sound system that sounds fantastic. 6-speaker and 8-speaker systems are available on the lower trims. The Bose system features an external amplifier and a subwoofer with rear surround speakers. Say "Hey Kia" and the multi-zone voice recognition feature distinguishes between speakers in the front row and second row, recognizing key activations such as opening the windows or adjusting the climate control. For Carnivals equipped with the optional VIP lounge seat package, second row passengers can activate their seat's relaxation mode, reclining the seat back and deploying the leg extension with a single voice command. There's a ton of storage space too. Across the center console, there's a large pocket up front that houses the available wireless phone charger, 2 cup holders in the middle, a large cubby underneath the padded armrest, and a small tray ahead of the armrest. The glove box offers good space and is LED lit and lined in felt. The lower portions of the doors have wide, broad pockets that incorporate bottle holders. Adding to the list of technology upgrades is the available advanced ultra-wideband based digital key 2, which allows customers to use their compatible Apple and Samsung smart devices or an NFC-enabled smart card as virtual vehicle keys to lock, unlock, and drive. Furthermore, these keys can be shared with friends and family over text messages on compatible devices. Kia's roster of advanced driver assistance systems features 10 standard assist features, including forward collision avoidance assist, which has been upgraded to help detect pedestrians, cyclists in front of the vehicle, and oncoming vehicles while turning left at an intersection. It's also designed to help prevent collisions with them under certain circumstances. Other standard staples to the assistance suite include lane keeping assist and lane following assist. One notable feature is Smart Cruise Control Machine Learning, which is designed to adapt to and match the driver's driving style with certain inputs like accelerating and braking patterns. Available Highway Driving Assist 2 with automatic lane change is a driver convenience system that can help maintain a predetermined distance from the vehicle detected in front, keep the vehicle within detected lane markers on certain highways, and assist in lane changes under certain conditions. Other available features include a digital camera mirror and surround view monitor, which is designed to provide a wider picture in reversing and parking scenarios, using cameras around the Carnival to display a 360-degree view. The SX and SX Prestige also include a camera which displays video feed of second and third row occupants in the infotainment system. A cabin intercom projects the voice of front seat occupants through the rear speakers, so there's no need to shout. There's even a quiet mode, which disconnects the rear speakers and plays audio only through the front speakers. The available full-color head-up display projects information from the cluster and navigation onto the windshield directly in the driver's line of sight, and the available full-display mirror replaces the traditional rear-view mirror with a camera view by simply adjusting the lower tab. You also have the available blind spot cameras that I mentioned earlier, which automatically pop up in the instrument cluster when you flip on a turn signal. Airbags include dual front airbags, dual front side airbags, full-length side curtain airbags, and a driver's knee airbag. Of course, all of this is just a snapshot of what the Carnival offers. The SX Prestige comes with all of the standard and available safety tech. For a full list of standard and optional safety features and what's included on each trim level, I highly encourage you to check out Kia's website. Smart power sliding rear doors are standard on all trims. In addition to the hands-free feature, the doors can also be opened from the outside by the key fob, by pulling the door handles, or by pressing the buttons on the door handles. This example is the standard 8-passenger configuration, which allows for 3 folks to sit in the second row. Standard slide flex seating continues to allow multiple configurations with a sliding second row center seat that permits the front passenger easy access to a baby or child riding in it. When not in use, the center seat backrest can be folded to create a table and make available 2 additional cup holders, or you can remove it entirely to create a walkthrough to the third row. The outboard seats can also be slid back and forth. All second row positions have reclining backrests. The outboard seats have full-size adjustable headrests. The middle one is more compact for better rearward visibility, but it too can be raised up if needed. The seat belts are integrated with the seats, which is handy being that the entire second row is removable if you need to carry some large cargo. Second row space is more than plentiful. The doors open wide, making it effortless to climb into either the second or third row. You really can't beat the versatility and practicality of a van. The VIP Lounge seat package is a no-cost option on the SX Prestige, and adds second row heated and ventilated power lounge seats with comfort headrests and leg extensions. You also get rear ambient lighting and sound-absorbing second row door window glass. With the lounge package, you're essentially getting fancy captain's chairs. While you drop down to only being able to carry 7 passengers, you gain a walk through to the third row, which is really nice. If you don't need max passenger carrying, I highly recommend upgrading to the VIP lounge. Regardless of the second row seat configuration, there's an executive function on the front passenger seat, where you can power slide and tilt the front passenger seat from the rear when it's not in use. This allows for the ability to someone in the second row to have an exceptionally roomy space to kick back and relax. an especially nice feature to have when paired with the VIP Lounge package. Rear passengers are invited to enjoy Kia's newly available connected car rear cockpit rear entertainment system. Developed in-house, the available system with dual 14.6-inch monitors and full HD resolution allows streaming from popular platforms, with the potential to add future content over the air over time. Passengers can connect their Bluetooth headsets and mirror from external devices with an HDMI port. The entertainment package is a $2,500 option. Additional amenities in the second row include overhead grab handles, coat hooks and LED overhead lighting, overhead adjustable air vents, and overhead climate controls on the passenger side. Each sliding door has manual roll-up sunshades and power windows. On the EX and above, all of the power windows have an auto up and down feature. There's grab handles on each B-pillar. The power sliding doors can be operated from the second row by either using the door handles or buttons on the B-pillars. In the back of the front center console, you have 2 cup holders, a spot to stow a phone, and 2 power outlets, one 12-volt and one AC. USB-C charge ports can be found on the inner backrests of the front seats. The second row sunroof is unique in that it can open up just like the front sunroof. This is a cool feature in the fact that it allows rear passengers a fun open-air experience on nice days. Of course, a sunshade can be slid in place if you wanted to block out the light. Second row storage space includes front seat back pockets and garment hooks. The lower door panels incorporate bottle holders. Gaining access to the third row with this 8-passenger configuration is as easy as pulling the lever on the side of the second row seat, which automatically tilts the backrest and unlatches the bottom so you can slide it all the way forward. Grab handles molded into the C-pillars help with entry and exit, while the flat sill and floor transition prevents the possibility of tripping. When not in use, the third row headrests retract flush with the backrest for better rearward visibility. Like the second row, the third row center position headrest is more compact while the outer headrests are full size. The third row seat cannot slide back and forth, but you can recline the backrests. They can also fold and tumble into the floor for extra cargo space, which I'll show in just a moment. Amenities back here include manual side window sunshades, large armrests molded into the side panels, USB-C outlets, cup, bottle, and device holders, overhead adjustable air vents, and LED reading lamps. Overall space in the third row is less than the second row, but it's still very functional. 2 adults can sit comfortably, or perhaps 3 in a pinch. A smart power tailgate with hands-free open and auto closing is standard on the EX trim and above. It's manually operated on the LXS. The Carnival offers a myriad of ways to configure passengers and cargo. In fact, with all of the seats in place, the minimum amount of cargo space you have behind the third row is 40.2 cubic feet, which is impressive to say the least. What's more impressive is that with the third row tucked away and the second row removed entirely, you have 145.1 cubic feet of total cargo space behind the front seats. The main reason why you have so much cargo space to start out with is the massive recess in the rear of the body, which also enables you to carry taller things that you likely would not fit in a full-size SUV. On either side panels, there's hooks for an available cargo net. Additional hooks can be found on the back of the third row seats. The left side panel has 2 cubbies. The lower one has a door that you can pull out to reveal a tire repair and inflation kit, meaning that there's no provision for a spare tire. The right side panel has 12-volt and 115-volt AC power outlets. Stowing the third row seats is an easy procedure. You just pull the lever, which unlatches the seat so you can pull it rearward. After that, the motions are automatic. The seat begins to collapse and it tucks into the rear recess where the backrests become flat with the rear of the floor. To remove the second row seats, you pull the lever on the outside of the bottom cushion and lay the backrest down flat. Then pull up on a bar on the backside to release the latches holding the seat in place. Then just lift the seat out. The second row seats are a little heavy and taking them in and out can be a tad cumbersome, so you might want an extra hand if you're by yourself. To reinstall, just line up the tracks and reverse the process. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that too, and make sure you turn those notifications on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.